is chapter 10.
Derapy. In time, you'll learn this is about you. In time, you'll learn this is about you. Time, you'll learn this is about.
Babies from 80s don't know no better. Don't nothing go better with ignorance but the belligerent kids that we living with. Some of them masculine, some of them feminine. Remember the universe used to be innocent. Now they just look at us crazy like immigrants. Every day that I wake up, I'm a sin again. I'm not a citizen, I'm just a nigga from Section 80.
Show of hands, how many been taking notes? Good. Leave everything on the table now. Vulnerability. This is your generation. Show your pain.
Chapter 10 is an interlude from Kendrick Lamar's Section 80 that leads directly into the next track, Keisha's song. Javante begins chapter 10 with Inside.
Oh, he's singing. Okay, all right.
This could be referring to anyone who grew up with or around Kendrick, those who experience similar things, 80s babies. Could be talking about Keisha, could be talking about Tammy. It's relatively ambiguous at this point who this is about. It's about you. Despite it being an interlude, we get a short rap verse from Dot where he talks about 80s babies not knowing any better. He actually says, don't know no better. That's 3 no's back to back to back. He informed the audience this affects girls and boys alike, robbing them of their innocence growing up in Section 8, where he grew up. The way he and people like them were viewed was as if they're immigrants, not feeling like citizens. And the outro, which is the narrator, refers to 2 of the 3 upcoming tracks, Showing Your Pain. This next track, as promised, is Keisha's song, Her Pain.
Fancy girls on Long Beach Boulevard, flagging down all of these flashy cars.
And Lord knows she's beautiful. Lord knows the usuals, leaving her body sore. She take the little change she make to fix her nail cuticles. Lipstick is suitable to make you fiend for more. She play Mr. Shakur, that's her favorite rapper. Bumping Brenda's got a baby while a pervert yelling at her. And she captured features of a woman, but only 17, the 7 cars start honking. She start running like Flojo. Don't care if they Joe Blow, if they got money to blow. A blowjob is a sure go. And sure enough, don't see a dime of dirty dollars. Just give it all to her daddy, but she don't know her father. That's ironic, see a block away from Ludus Park. I seen the El Camino parked, and in her heart she hated there, but in her mind she made it where nothing really matters. So she hit the back seat. Rosa Parks never a factor when she making ends meet.
This song includes the phrase Her Pain as it tells the story of a young girl, 17, Keisha, who works as a prostitute solely for the sake of surviving. Ash Reiser is back on the hook, same dude from Ronald Reagan era, and he sings Fancy girls on Long Beach Boulevard, flagging down flashy cars. Kendrick then raps in the first verse about Keisha talking about how she presents herself, juxtaposes her beauty with the soreness her body and spirit feel. He raps about her listening to Brenda's Got a Baby, while a potential customer, yells at her. Brenda's Got a Baby is a great reference because it's actually a Tupac song, which has a starkly similar storyline. It speaks of a young girl who had a rough upbringing, has nothing to lose, and turns to selling her body before meeting her untimely demise at the very end of the track, which is a pretty terribly effective foreshadowing for the track we're currently listening to. The first verse also includes some pretty powerful lines, like if they got money to blow, a blowjob is a sure go. Sure enough, don't see a dime of dirty dollars, just give it all to her daddy, but she don't know her father. That's ironic. So she's selling her body and not even getting all of the benefits, the profit from it. And the verse ends with her meeting up with a dude in an El Camino, and she hates it there. She's familiar with him. She knows that he's no good, but she hits the backseat regardless. Rosa Parks, never a factor when she making ends meet. She hits the backseat. So civil rights bar is kind of crazy. Rosa Parks fought for the right to sit up front. Keisha voluntarily takes the backseat because that's the life she chose. We get another chorus and then our second verse.
And Lord knows she's beautiful. Lord knows the usuals, leaving her body sore. Her anatomy is God's temple, and it's quite simple. Her castle is about to be destroyed. She's always paranoid, watching the law inside the streets, undercovers and dummies that look like decoys. Remember Sergeant let her slide, said if he seen what's between her thighs, he'd compromise. To no surprise, she took the ultimatum round the alleyway and gave him a warm welcome that felt him right below the navel. Though he was wired up like a pair of jumping cables, his eyes was closed shut. Prior charges he had waved him. It was a block away from Looters Park. I seen a squad car parked, and in her heart she hated there, but in her mind she made it where nothing really mattered. So she hit the backseat, cause Rosa Parks never a factor when she topping off police.
Boink. Wild twist in our second verse. Begins and ends with the similar bar. She's beautiful, but usuals leave her body sore. But this verse ends with her in the backseat of a police car where the cop is acquiring her typical services instead of, doing his job. Real oink oink behavior, if you ask me. Kendrick has many songs in his discography where he tries to execute ideas like this, a similar structure from verse to verse with a few small changes to fit the narrative of the track. Keisha finds herself in two dangerous situations with two different individuals, and the resolution both times is giving up her body, but this time it's for no pay at all, just to satisfy law enforcement and keep her from being arrested. It is getting worse. Let's hear how this third verse closes out the track.
Lord knows the usual's leaving her body sore. As she busts down like a 12 bunk on tour, she suddenly realized she'll never escape the allure of the black man, white man, needing satisfaction. At first it became a practice, but now she's numb to it. Sometimes she wonder if she can do it like nuns do it, but she never heard of Catholic religion or sinner's redemption. That sounds foolish, and you can blame it on the mother for letting her boyfriend slide candy under her cover. 10 months before she was 10, he moved in, and that's when he touched her. This motherfucker is the fucking reason why Keisha rushing through that block away from Looters Park. I seen her El Camino Park, and in her heart she hated there, but in her mind she made it where nothing really mattered. Still she hit the backseat, then caught a knife inside the bladder, left her dead raped in the street. Keisha song.
So Keisha is realizing she'll never escape the cycle. Black man or white man, regardless, she feels unsafe. At this point she's feeling numb, she's losing all of her faith. And as a young girl, like at the age of 9, she was taken advantage of early. So from the jump, when it came to men, she's always had this worry. And at the end of this verse, when she's back in the back seat, she's going through the motions, and now suddenly her life is complete. It's over. I think the setup and foreshadowing is subtle and haunting. The production of this track and Kendrick's tone and delivery is really appropriate for the story he's trying to tell. The storytelling and structure of the track is raw, and I think it's effective. Let's hear how this track ends.
My little sister 11, I looked her right in the face the day that I wrote this song, set her down and pressed play.
Fancy girls on Long Beach Boulevard, flagging down all of these flashy cars.
I think Keisha's song, Her Pain, is one of the highlights from the album. It feels like the heart of it, honestly. A harrowing story that shows how a troubled upbringing can lead to an early demise. Kendrick saying he played this song for his little sister at 11 is really crazy, actually. But I do think it's worth noting, if Spiteful Chant was still on the album, this would be track number 11. He played it for his sister when she was 11. It's all intentional. This track is so important to Kendrick and his discography because it is actually mentioned twice in both of his next albums. So it's mentioned again on Sing About Me, where he talks about Keisha's sister's perspective on this track. Then he talks about his little sister on the track You on To Pimp a Butterfly, and how she still fell victim to teenage pregnancy regardless of him playing her this track when she was 11 years old. She didn't really get it at the time, I don't think. Even with the Brenda's Got a Baby reference and everything. Maybe she didn't have access to Genius, or maybe she just didn't listen to Tupac. I don't know. Regardless, if we ignore how the track has aged and whether or not it achieved its desired outcome, in a vacuum, it's one of the best tracks on the album and one of the most powerful ones as well. I'm feeling a very, very, very strong 9 on it. In lighter news, we have Rigor Mortis.
Got me breathing with dragons. I'll crack the egg in your basket, you bastard. I'm Marilyn Manson with madness. Now just imagine the magic I like to ask is don't ask for your favorite rapper.
He dead.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
Church.
He dead.
I killed him.
Amen.
Bitch.
Rigor Mortis is a nice break in the action. You know, it's not about like sexual assault or murder or anything, unless you're talking about how Kendrick is killing these rappers, metaphorically speaking, like lyrically.
Bitch.
Oh.
And this is Rigor Mortis, and it's gorgeous when you die. I recorded, and I'm Morpheus, the matrix in my mind. I'm out the orbit, you an orphan and a hairdresser combined. I'm on the toilet when I rhyme. If you the shit, then I decline. I climax where you begin, and then I end on cloud 9. And that's important when you morph into an angel in the sky. And don't be forging all my signatures. My listeners reply and tell me that you biting style. You got a hell of an appetite, and I'm a beer for a while. Just buckle up before the ride, or knuckle up if you can fight. We always making them duck or die. A suit and tie is suitable, unusual is suicide. CSI just might investigate this fucking parasite. He did. Amen. That's what they telling me. Aim it at your celebrity. This is studio felony. Pharaoh Gambi to many and cool enough for the 70s. Nigga, payback's a bitchin'. Bitch, you been living in debt with me. Dead I'm all in especially. Leave a call on his mother voicemail to say that he rest in peace. Big ol' chopper the recipe. Wrestling, that's irrelevant. Rather rest at your residence. Whistling to the melody. Couldn't think of a better D. Better be on your P and Q. It's just me, J-Rock, Soul, and Q. Solar system and barbecue. Nothing else you can do.
Because this isn't like super essential to Section 80's narrative or lore, we're just going to talk about the cool rapping. Let's try this. This is Rigor Mortis, and it's gorgeous when you die. I'll record it, and I'm Morpheus, the matrix of my mind. I'm out the orbit, you an orphan, and a hairdresser combined. I'm on the toilet when I rhyme. If you the shit, then I decline. I would argue this guy's pretty good at rapping. The track is Rigor Mortis. It's based on the term Rigor Mortis, which is the third stage the body goes through after death. Kendrick is claiming to be a part of that process when it comes to your favorite rapper, the death of their fandom or their career or their status in the game or in the culture. Their death will be by his hand. Fortunately, he would never have to follow through on this threat.
Say Drake.
The first verse is fun, and there are a lot of funny moments from it, but the second verse is where we really eat.
I rapped them and made them Casper. I captured the likes of NASA. My pedigree to fly pasture. I passed the week to the pastor. We all are sinners. Once you sentence the Bible study faster. Yo, hypocrite is reaction to blasphemy. I assassin my casualty, and it's casually done. And tell them my salary coming. Lump so 100s. Don't talk to me about no money. The sun is under my feet, and I come in peace to compete. I don't run. If you athlete, my statistics go up in weeks, and I go visit the nearest streak, and I get busy. Yo, mini MC really ballistic. Anybody can see any assistance. Everybody to see some persistence. Recognize I be really too vicious. The permanent beast and the demolition, bringing up the street, better partition, better dot your T, Hannibal mention, how all you see, putting my dick in the rap industry, everybody bitching, getting mad at me, recognize Kendrick in a battery, and I'm charged up in a catastrophe, it's charged up and hard, that's a T, and y'all fucks never gonna hassle me, and y'all luck just ran out, you'll see. Yep. Amen. I know.
Similarly to Backseat Freestyle, despite this track not being ultra conceptual or full of nuance and depth, the sample is sassy jazzy, the flows are fun and flashy, the rhymes are nice and tight, and the swagger uncompromised. I feel like a decent to strong 9, but honestly close to 10, because it's on the 10-10 list, and I don't want to fake pretend like I would ever skip the track, but it's great. It's a strong 9.
9.
Next we have Kush and Corinthians, His Pain, featuring BJ, the Chicago kid, who, and you're not going to believe this, is in fact from Chicago.
It go ride to it, cause you never know when a bullet might hit, and you die to it, live your life, live it right, be different, do different things, don't do it like he did, cause he ain't what you is, but we can win. Wait, let's get straight to the point, to the meaning of life, what's my purpose, maybe this earth ain't a good place.
I really like how Kendrick says at the end of the chorus, let's get straight to the point, and then he jumps right into the first verse so quickly that it's hard to even know, unless you were reading the lyrics on a site, that the chorus ended and the verse began. I think that's a really cool, intentional thing that Kendrick did there. Kendrick is seemingly putting himself at the forefront of this track, not talking about another woman or man, but, you know, quote unquote, his pain. His fears coming up, and maybe still at this time in 2011, urging others to be different, do different things, because you never know when you could go. Simple delivery and pretty matter-of-fact tone. He's kind of just talking, but let's see what comes of this first verse.
Maybe this earth ain't a good place to be. How far is heaven? Let's see. Is it in the clouds like they said it would be? I wonder when I die, will he give me receipts? I wonder with the eyes of the Lord. Look at me, look at me, look at me. I'm a loser, I'm a winner, I'm good, I'm bad, I'm a Christian, I'm a sinner, I'm humble, I'm loud, I'm righteous, I'm a killer. What I'm doing, I'm saying that I'm human. Now people just ride to it.
I like the message. The flow here isn't exactly my favorite, and despite the subject being a nice starting point in theory, the bars aren't quite hitting the way that I would like them to. I'm a loser. I'm a winner. I'm good. I'm bad. I'm Christian. I'm a sinner. I'm humble. I'm loud. I'm righteous. I'm a killer. I'm just not really getting the passion that I would like to see. But regardless, I do enjoy how he seamlessly moves from verse to hook. I just hope that the verses moving forward have a little bit more punch to them.
It go 1, 2, 3, 2 in the front, 1 in the back seat. Looking for a victim of an AK 4700 round each. But why must we retaliate? Is it human nature? I don't know. I look for the answers later. Make a right, there they go. Sometimes gotta ride to it, cause you never know when a bullet might hit and you die to it. Live your life, live it right, be different, do different things, don't do it like.
The second verse wasn't really much better to me. Like, I see the theme talking about human nature and the urge to respond to violence with violence, but there's just little to no meat here for me. The delivery feels weak and kind of drawn out, like he's just killing time. Maybe that's the point, though. I don't know. In the verse, he says he doesn't know either. He's like, I don't know, man. I'll look later. Then he wears, there they go. He just doesn't sound that interested on the song, and I feel like it's rubbing off on me. But by all means, tell me if I'm tripping.
As I hope in this book and then burn up some of this reef, for my plan is to figure out the world and escape all my demons. I'm dying inside. I wonder if Zion inside the heavens, a condom, a rolling chain, a fat blunt, and a Mac 11. It's all I see in my life, and they tell me to make it right, but I'm right on the edge of Everest, and I might jump tonight. Have you ever had known a saint that was taking sinners' advice? Well, it's probably you. Am I right? If I'm wrong, you a fucking lie. When I lie on my back and look at the ceiling, it's so appealing to pray. I wonder if I'm just a villain dealing my morals away. Some people look in my face and tell me don't worry about it. I give them back they deposit. No money, just total silence. I'm running, they say I'm wildin'. A youngin' with lack of guidance. There's hundreds of us with problems. More money, more drugs and violence. Look at the soul of an out of control artist that's dealing with life the hardest. That's all my life, but regardless, I'ma ride to it, cause I never know.
Okay, far better verse here. Some actual really thought-provoking lyrics, better rhyme schemes, more vivid storytelling. Dying inside, I wonder if Zion inside the heavens, a condom, a roly pain, a fat blunt, and a Mac 11, right on the edge of Everest, and I might jump tonight. Have you ever had known a saint that was taking sinners' advice? This is some pretty compelling stuff here. We also have lie on my back and look at the ceiling. It's so appealing to pray. I wonder if I'm just a villain dealing my morals away. You're already on your back just looking up. You're not even doing anything. You might as well send one upstairs. Talk to the big guy up there. I love some good duality of man lyrics. We have mo money, mo drugs, and violence. Look at the soul of an out-of-control artist that's dealing with life the hardest that's on my life. So we have him really going into detail about the pain that he's experienced and how it has affected him throughout his childhood and also into his adult life. These ideas will be explored more and more in depth throughout future Kendrick Lamar albums, but I think that his pain, in particular, this third verse from Kendrick, is a great precursor, great appetizer for what is to come later on in Kendrick Lamar's discography. We get references to prayer and God, references to being on the edge and feeling overwhelmed and burdened with what you've been subjected to growing up, being that 80s baby lacking guidance, seeing young people, men and women alike, not be able to make it out, not just from the neighborhood, but I mean just farther on in life. It's pretty heavy stuff. And the track ends with a BJ the Chicago Kid verse where he discusses his pain and ends referencing the track's title and how they cope.
Yeah, life can please you, but death can tease you. Oh, the day Miko had that seizure, I lost one of my biggest believers. Close deaths make you think about your life, like if I had that same chance twice. What would I do different? Tell her I love her more, do more, but tease her about crying on that picture. Now when I'm done recording, swear I let the beat bang in her name. Make her shake her head in heaven, saying they get it again. Make them clouds turn to speak and take too much smoke from the love being in the room with her people. Now my love life murking me, family having surgeries, hated by people that chose for their life to be under me. Lord, what kind of life is this? Mama, I just wanna sing. Mama said, according to get everything, you gotta risk everything.
Yeah, I think this feature actually adds a lot to the track. Great vocals and thematically consistent with similar themes about cherishing life. The Chicago kid sings of a close friend passing due to overdose and how that's made them reevaluate how they approach life and also made them not want to smoke too much reefer. This is how the track closes.
So I'm smoking my Kush, reading Corinthians. Smoking my Kush, reading Corinthians. Smoking my Kush, reading Corinthians. Smoking my Kush, reading Corinthians.
While I didn't really enjoy the first half of this track that much, the second half certainly saved it, and I am feeling a light to decent 8 on the track.
8.
It falls right in line with the album's themes of struggle and trying to cope with less than advantageous circumstances, but I'm interested to know how you all feel. Chapter 10, Keisha's song, Rigor Mortis, Kush and Corinthians. What's your favorite? What's your least favorite? Next, we will be talking about the last 3 tracks on Section 80, Blow My High, Absol's outro, and High Power. Please remember to
Like the video.
love you, mean it, spread the bread, and enjoy the outro.
Cracking my windshield, I'm pissed off. If you a hater, get lost.
Get lost.
Yeah, it's my show and I'm in charge. Don't eat lemon pepper wings, but I'm the big boss. Please cut me slack, man, need a discount. About to jump off the roof, that's a dismount. I'm just playing.
I'm okay.
Okay, but like, are you though?
Sorry for the pause, that's awkward. Start a podcast, cause I knew I was a talker. Yeah, my girl love me, but she's sick of my voice. And you know I'm pro-choice, so she do what she want. Why they hate when I get political? I'm a deep thinker, that's critical. Way too serious for a dude not getting paid. Man, I really need a shave. You know what sucks? Most of season 2 a day. Taking shots, but I skip out on the bar. Every single show, I swear I wanna raise the bar. Hope you listen close so you never miss the bar. Say the same thing, but I'm still going.